All right, guys, we're just going to jump in and do a shadow work reading here. Let's see what we get. Anything you need to know about me will be in the description box below. Anything about my music or anything else you may be curious about. Make sure you're subscribed so you get notifications when we do live readings. And we have the blank page. We have number 6, the clouds. We have number 7, the snake. The caduceus. It's actually not the caduceus, it's just a snake. But it is part of the caduceus symbolism. And let's use the dark mirror first. In this reading, will be centered on shadow work. What are we suppressing? What is in the subconscious that we're not allowing to manifest into the physical, in the conscious? Maybe we're ignoring it. Takes us. Shuffle it in. We have Bride in a Cage. See them a little better. Number 21, Bride in a Cage. Number 22, I Won't Cry for You. There's a progression already happening here from the 6, the clouds, to the 7, the snake. Didn't we just come out of the year of the snake? I think. Something like that. I don't really keep up on those things. But we have a blank page as well. And then we have Gilded Regret, number 5. Gilded Regret, number 5. So I feel like there is a sense of starting over. Maybe it's just a desire to start over. Do something here real quick. Finish you guys up real nice here. So I think there's, in this situation with the Bride in a Cage, I think somebody has made a, and I typically don't do relationship readings, but I feel like somebody, could be you, could be, I guess, someone you're thinking of, it could be someone in your immediate energy, is feeling some kind of a regret with the 6, the dark clouds, or the cloud covering. I feel like they had made for you, the person in this reading will say, has made a decision in the past that they felt was going to progress them into growth. The Kundalini awakening has a lot to do with the sacral chakra as well, sexual energies, desires, things like that. Awakening through Tantra, etc., etc. Bride in a Cage, this is someone who made a decision that was based on base desires, made a decision that was, and this is from one moon cycle to the same moon cycle as well. This crescent moon in this side is the same as this side, and there's a half moon in the middle here. So there's a full moon stage that has happened here. It's not from full moon to full moon or new moon to new moon. This seems to be from just after. So maybe there was a marriage or a commitment that was made. It doesn't have to be love, but I do feel like This is very much about a relationship or a connection, romantic or physical or otherwise. I'm not real sure. I don't know if I'll make this an after dark reading. We'll see what happens, but so far it does look like somebody has made a decision. They would like a start over. They want a do-over. Not from you necessarily, but from spirit, God, source, life. They feel like there's some kind of bad luck attached to the decision that they made. They made it in haste. They made it with clouded vision. I feel like this person also looking in the mirror. This is supposed to be a shadow work reading, so I feel like looking in the mirror, they're not going to cry for themselves. They won't give themselves any self-sympathy or empathy. They're not going to allow themselves to feel sorry for themselves. They're basically just taking it as you made the decision, now you have to deal with it, now you have to live with it. And gilded regret. This is keeping a happy face on to cover the regret that they have. It's like, I know I made the wrong decision, but it was my decision. It's almost a prideful knowing that they made, or knowing that you made a wrong decision, but you're still going to, or they, let me not say you so much. Let me just say the person in this reading, this person will say. So you can take it and apply it where you feel necessary. They regret the decision that they made, but their pride will not allow them to feel sorry for themselves, and in turn, that's not allowing them to give themselves the freedom or the opening to change their decision. They feel like they're stuck right in the cage. They feel like they're stuck with this decision that they've made. At the end of the world, it's just, there's no way out. It's like, well, it's where we're at. It's what we're going to deal with. We have Jeanne, the maid, guardian of saints, humility, disillusionment, and champion. I feel like she's wanting to come out into this energy. This is our Mausolea. And then we have Thanatos, warden of Dis, completion, support, expediency. This big monstrous guy holding a flaming wand, torch in one hand, but he's got a little fragile butterfly in the other, giving support. It could be a moth, but the color of it is making me think that it could be a butterfly. While Jeanne the maid, guardian of saints, is here in the graveyard with her sword. She's guarding, and there's crows on the a crow on one of the grave markers. This is the energy I think this person needs to be moving into. And then Hades here holding a golden apple. Equanimity, wisdom, inevitability, Lord of riches, Hades, that's hell in the Christian beliefs, but Hades is the Greek god of the underworld with the golden apple, signifying in Christianity it can signify the fruit. They always say it was an apple, although the Bible itself just says fruit. So there's a fruit that is being offered. You bit the forbidden fruit. There's our snake again as well, in line here with where Hades is at. So the serpent in the garden offered the forbidden fruit. They bit. The person in this reading partook of the forbidden fruit. Is that where we're going with this? They partook of the forbidden fruit. and there is no turning back. The blank page was open. They had a page. They had the opportunity to write their own story. They made it clouded judgment, disillusionment. They made clouded decisions. I won't cry for you. They don't feel like they're going to get the support from you or the person that they're hoping to get some kind of sympathy from. Although this gilded regret, again, the gilded part, apologies, I had to pause for a moment. Again, the gilded part here, it is a deep regret, deep remorse, but it's being overshadowed by how they're trying to present themselves as being happy, or there's some kind of positivity in it, faking their happiness. They made a wrong choice, partook of the forbidden fruit. They know, it's almost like they know there's no going back, so might as well put on your big girl pants, big boy pants, and just deal with whatever the consequences are. We have the Knight of Cups. There's an offering that they would prefer to make in this love situation. Ace of Wands in the reverse. They don't feel inspired to do this. Two of Swords in the reverse, which is peace. They're not getting any peace out of this situation. I don't like doing these type of readings, honestly. However, it's what's coming out in the cards. They don't feel inspired to make a move towards change because they don't believe that the change is possible. They don't believe they will be accepted. They don't believe they'll be forgiven. They don't believe that they'll ever be looked at the same. It's like the damage is done. This once possibly happy situation has now been tainted. There's no removing that stain. It's just going to be what it is. Let me get a couple on this Knight of Cups. We have material trouble. It's like they went for what looked nice, and there's nothing but a mindset of poverty. They could have riches, but it's a mindset of poverty. Ace of Cups in the reverse, no love. They offered their love to the wrong place, got no love in return, or the relationship that they decided to move into just was not based on love. They're looking for support. They want material happiness. They want this Nine of Cups. Oh, that is what they've got. They got the material happiness. There's just no internal happiness. There's no actual love in the situation. Again, they feel no passion for this, so they feel no passion for the current situation. They also feel no inspiration for possibly making, I don't know, things right with the person they'd like to be with. They don't feel like their Ten of Cups is possible. They don't feel like they have no strength. Again, that's no inspiration, no strength, no feeling like there's any possibility of change. They feel defeated. With the Five of Swords being in the upright, they feel defeat in this situation. Not only have they been humbled by Jian, the guardian of the saints, but they also feel defeated by their own disillusionment. They went for the wrong thing. They went for what looked nice rather than what their gut had told them. This snake situation, they feel like they've partaken of the forbidden fruit, and there is no forgiveness for the sin, if you will. There's no forgiveness for the mistake that they made. The material gain, also Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Nothing is turning out as they thought it was going to be or what it looked like. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. They're not getting It's material work. They're not getting any help. They're not getting any cooperation with the person or situation that they're in. And then the Ten of Pentacles also in the reverse, which is wealth. This person made a very, very poor decision. Yeah, not everything that glitters is gold. Not everything that glitters is gold. And they're finding out. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.